Hi, welcome to Caballala. It's Agosta. Today we're going to practice back bends. So let's get started. Coming on our feet, we're going to start by coming to Tadasana with the big toes touching and the heels also touching. We're going to bring the hands behind us, interlacing the fingers and pulling our shoulders back. We're going to stay here for a moment, just lifting the arms, lifting the chest, and trying to stretch through the sides of the waist, bringing the crown of the head up, and just lifting the arms behind us, just lifting the chest, and focusing in the breathing. And then release. Bring your hands behind you. Let's pull the fingers maybe kind of climbing up on our lower back. And bringing the elbows parallel to each other, toes together, pointing towards the back. We're going to inhale and take a little curve towards the back. Make sure that you keep the weight of your body towards the center of the feet, engaging the thighs, relaxing the neck, and see if you can go back more. Maybe engaging the glutes. And slowly come up. We're going to bring our feet wide apart. Bringing your left toes in, right leg all the way out, turning the torso towards the right leg first, pressing down with the back heel, inhale, arms up, and bending the right leg, warrior one. So we're pressing down with the left heel a lot, and see that your right knee is on top of your right ankle, taking the right knee towards the right pinky toes, keeping the left inner groin up, and then turning the torso and look up maybe, and focusing on the breathing, pressing a low with the back heel, and come up, turning the feet parallel, and we're going to the other side, right toes in, left leg all the way out, turning the torso towards the left, pressing down through the right heel, inhale and exhale, bending the left leg. And again, pressing down with the right heel, looking up towards the hands, top of the shoulders away from the ears, shoulder blades in, spreading through the collarbones, keeping the left knee towards the left pinky toes, bending even more, engaging the back, thigh muscle. Last breath. Now and extend the left leg, bring your feet parallel, lower your hands, step feet in Tadasana. Now we're going to come into downward facing dog, so coming on all fours, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, curl the toes under, inhale, pushing the hip bones up, stretching the back just for a moment. Going to inhale, lift the right leg up, and bring the right foot in between the hands for a low lunge. Then we're going to lower the left knee, and we're going to come up first in our knee with this runner stretch just for a moment. And then we're going to bring the hand, the left hand, and see, we can bring the right arm into the ground and grab the back ankle and stretch a little bit our left thigh muscle. We can come up maybe if we have the balance and look up, lifting the chest, abdomen in, stretch through the sides of the waist and look up. So we gotta always remember Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then slowly release the hand and the foot. We're going to come back the same way we came in. And lifting the left knee, bringing the right foot to meet the left one. Downward facing dog first. And then we're going to switch sides. Inhale, left leg up. And then bring the left foot between the hands. Lower lunge first. And then right knee down, top of the right foot on the mat. And lift yourself up. Maybe bringing the hands on top of the left knee. Looking up. Keeping the balance. Feeling that stretch in the psoas muscle, in the right thigh muscle. And then we're going to bring the left hand into the ground, grab the right ankle, and stretching the right thigh muscle, the quads, and then slowly we come up. And look up. And then release the right foot, bringing the hand back. Remember the process. But this time, instead of come into the down dog, we're going to come into child's pose. Big toes touching, knees wide apart, stretching the spine, stretching the torso. Always feeling that nice stretch in the back. Then coming back to your knees. Remember, you have knee issues, always you can fold the mat this way, and then you got extra, you can get extra padding right there. We're going to curl the toes under to practice the camel pose. So we come into our knees, and then we're going to bring the hands into our hips. We have different options for the camel pose, so see how you normally practice. You can always use blocks to bring them on top of your heels if that is needed, this way or that way. Or if you don't need any of that, just look for your heels and practice your pose. So everybody practices different, just go for it. Hips forward, spread through the collarbones. Shoulder blades in, engage the glutes, and then come up. That's an intense pose. We're going to come now on our abdomen. Slowly bending the legs and coming down. Going to start with the Cobra Pose. So keep the toes, the nails part of your feet on the ground. Toes are touching. Bring the hands by the sides of the chest. We're going to inhale and lift up. So you are trying to stretch the arms, but see how my hips are lifting. The idea is to keep the hips down, so maybe I would just lower a little my hips, and that is when my arms are still bent, and then look up, engaging the thigh muscles, pushing with the hands, keeping the hips on the mat, pubic bone down, and lower yourself down. Phew. We're going to do this again. So one more time, remember hands, spreading the hands, the fingers wide apart. She wants to do backbends with me. Dogs don't have any issues with this. We're going to push with the hands and lift up. Bringing the chest forward, pubic bone down, keep the hips down, lifting the chest, the shoulders go back. Lifting, looking up, and down. Okay. Take a moment here. Inhaling in through the nose, out through the mouth. When you're ready, we're going to practice the up dog. So bringing the hands by the sides of the ribs. Now we're going to curl the toes under. And we're going to inhale. Now we're going to lift the entire body, the thighs and the hips up. So inhale, up, up facing dog. Engaging the thighs. Bringing the chest forward, extending the arms, looking up. Remember, if you tighten your quads, that provides support to your lower back. Pushing with the hands, then lower your knees. And slowly go down. And we take a moment, just a quick rest, to do it one more time. These poses, it's good to practice in pairs. Here we go. Hands by the side of the ribs, rolling the toes under, pressing down with the palms and the knuckles of the fingers, keeping the elbows parallel to each other. We're going to inhale and come up. So we go forward and up, extending the legs, lifting the chest, and engaging the quads. Lifting more, tighten those quads, and then lower the knees, and slowly come down. Bringing the hands under the head maybe for a moment. Inhale and exhale. I'm going to practice the watching TV pose. So the top of the feet down. See, my nails are pressing down into the ground, my toenails. And then I'm going to extend my arms forward. And we're going to place one hand on top of each other like this. And then I'm going to place my head there. It's a nice stretch for the neck. And the same principle here is working. Bringing the pubic bone down, tighten the quads. And then I stretch my arms even more forward. And I lift my shin bone. Chin bone, lift my chin bone, and slowly remove the hands and lower yourself down. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Remember, we do this in pairs today. One hand on top of the other one, maybe switching now. My right hand is going to go under my left one. And I place them under my shin. And again. This is a very deep stretch for the neck. So make sure that you don't hurt your neck. If this is too strong, just skip this pose. And lower down. Next one is the locust pose. So we're going to bring the forehead towards the mat and bring the hands by the sides of the body, palms down, big toes touching, legs are together. We're like a mermaid legs, glued together. We're lifting the shoulders up. We're going to inhale. When you inhale, lifting the head and the arms through the fingers and the toes, going up and back. Ready? Inhale, lift, lifting everything super one. Drawing the pubic bone down, lifting the legs, keep the toes touching, lift more and lower yourself down. Forehead down. Inhale and exhaling, exchanging the air in the lungs, getting fresh air coming. And doing this again when you're ready. So So lifting the shoulders. We're going to inhale and fly. Go, go, go. Tighten the glutes. Feel the hips hugging. One more breath. Lower yourself down. And here we are going to reward ourselves with a child's pose. Big toes touching, knees wide apart, pushing our way nice and slowly back. Maybe melting the chest on the mat, resting the head, just taking a quick break. Shoulder blades in, shoulders away from the ears. Keep pressing with the hands. Lengthening through the spine, from the head, all the way to the sacrum. And then we're going to come into seated position. We're going to practice the upside down plank. So the hands under the shoulders, the hands again with the fingers flat, pressing down into the ground with a good foundation for this the poses. So going to bring all the fingers pointing towards the toes, wrists under the shoulders, lifting the chest. Inhale, pointing with the fingers, lifting the hips up, press with the hands, lifting the hips, pointing with the toes, touching the ground with the toes, lift those hips more, open the chest and lower yourself down. Taking a moment. Going to do this one more time. Placing the hands under the shoulders. When you're ready, inhale, lifting the hips and push with the toes touching the ground, lifting the hips, lift, 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 and lower yourself down. Dandasana, just for a moment, and then bending the legs, come onto your back, using your forearms, very slowly, head last. Walk your feet the closest possible to your buttocks. Keep the knees parallel, possibly touching. If not, hip distance apart max, so not too far from each other. And then take the shoulders under. We're going to do the bridge pose, placing our hands under our hips. So lifting the hips, then bring the hands under, interlace the fingers, and roll those shoulders under you. Lift those hips. Keep the neck aligned, looking up. Don't move the head to the sides. Just lift those hips more. Lift, lift, please. Engage the glutes. Come more. More, 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 more. Pressing down with the hands to help you for leverage. And lower yourself down. Take a moment. We renew the oxygen in our lungs. And we go again. Remember to be pressing down with the inner side of the feet, so you don't start placing the weight of your body on the outer edge of your feet. It gotta be even, the outer and the inner edges of the feet equally. Okay, ready? Shoulders under. Inhale, lift the hips, hands under. More even, placing the shoulders under you with the triceps and the biceps, everything under your rib cage, and lift those hips up. Keep the knees together or closer. Lift, lift, lift. Make those glutes work. Lifting the pubic bone up towards the ceiling. Lift. Lift more. Push with the arms down. More. And lower yourself down. Okay, now we're going to do a nice twist. Always the counter for the backbends are the twists. So we're going to do just one. So bring your arms towards the side like a nice T. Align with your shoulders, palms up, knees together, and then drop your knees towards the right, head towards the left. And go a little inward. Cool down a little bit. Inhaling in through the nose really deep. Exhale through the mouth. Do that a couple times and then breathe normal. Just rest for a moment, allowing the twist to occur. Keep the top of the shoulders down. And then bring the knees towards the center. Reset here in the center for a moment. And let's drop the knees together towards the left and the head towards the right. Shoulders down. The top hip is going to lift from the ground, that's okay. We try to keep those knees together to deepen the twist a little bit. And then bring the knees towards the center, bring knees to chest, give yourself a nice hug, massage your back a little bit, tiny bit, softly. And then bring the feet on the ground, turn your palms up, close your eyes just for a moment for a resting Shavasana, extending one leg at a time. Then inhale, in the exhalation, release the feet towards the sides, release and let go. Just allow the body to assimilate all the practice and allow yourself to melt into the mat just for a couple seconds. Just relaxing. And then move your toes and your fingers. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Stretch from the toes all the way to the fingers. Allow then the lower back maybe lifting from the ground just for a moment. Another inhalation and exhalation. Stretch even more. And then bring your hands by the sides of the body, bending one leg at a time, rolling towards the side. Pause. When you're ready, pushing with the top hand to sit up. Bringing the hands heart center. Last inhalation, exhalation. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope that you liked the practice. If you did, please give me the thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel, and I hope I see you next time. Thank you.